power, you got the strength. All you need is a will, this is the knowledge you got to learn. Because it is real, you can be anything, you can be anything, you can be anything, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hello, hello. Hello. Happy Sunday. It's a little bit of a Sunday fun day, okay? But without the Roy Mama show, because we've moved the Sunday fun day this week, we're going to do it on Tuesday, and it's exciting. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun stuff. How we all doing? Thanks for joining my show. If you happen to join, please pump some hearts. At least let me know where you're watching me from. Um, I want us to chat a little bit about some exciting stuff. As you can all see, I'm all dressed up in my traditional regalia because today is a special day to me and to the people of my tribe, the people of Akum. So, yes, I want us to chat a little bit about that. So, if you happen to join, go ahead and send me some hearts. Let me know where you're watching from. And yep, I'm looking forward to some comments. So, if you're watching me, just so I know the comments are working, right? Don't we all content creators say this like, can you just comment so that I know that the comments are working? So if you're watching me now, go ahead and comment. That is a line that's a line that is used by most content creators. There you go. Now I see a thumbs up. I see a like, which means that somebody is watching. Yay. So it's not all robots. I have real people here now. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. So, as I say, I just feel the need to talk a little bit about the stoning ceremony or what has been happening in Akum this week. Yes, comments. Thank you for commenting. Oh, what has been happening in Akum this day? Again, today, the 22nd of December 2024, marks a very special day in the history of Akum. And even though I'm not there in person, I have experienced that, like I have lived that experience, and I just feel the need to talk about it. Also, Babes talks about every other thing. Why would I not talk about my own culture, my tradition, right? Again, you can be anything to expect to see and hear anything on this platform, in as much as it makes people's lives better. So that's why I'm here today. I want to have a little chat about this whole coronation. And it happened very early this morning. So again, I think it's already like 8 p.m. in Cameroon. But this happened super early in the morning, like 5 a.m. The ceremony started. People pulled out in their traditional regalia. Again, traditional regalia here, the first what is worn in the morning. By the way, before I even go into showing you the details, I have a few clips I'm going to pull up so you can see. And I guarantee you, Akum people are not easy people. By the time, give us about 2 weeks or a month, you're going to watch amazing footages of this event. You'll see all of that. I just have a few on here that I'm going to share as I talk through, just because I want to talk about it and show you too, so you can see what it is, what it all felt like right? But before even going into pulling some of these videos or pictures for you people to see, one of the things I want to mention is there's always been this concern. I know some time ago I started this project, which again, procrastination has pulled me behind a lot, about upholding our culture, right? Being able to, I started with language because I believe so hard that a people's language is one of the most important things that can identify them in places, right? There are a ton of Cameroonians here that if I meet you today and I talk to you, we will not be able to communicate if we are not using English or Pidgin. That is because we do not speak a common language. And coupled with the fact that Cameroon has a ton of about 200, as of the last I checked, ethnologue, the Cameroon has about 272 languages, which means that there is a very high probability that you can randomly pick 10 Cameroonians and none of them will understand each other if they are not speaking English or French. And so this project has been in my heart for a long time. And I started working on it, got distracted, but it is still there. Like, so, and the idea of the project was to see how we can document some of the things of our languages and encourage our children to speak our languages, right? That's something that I try. I'm not the best at it, but I know that there are people who will probably do better. So I want to encourage homes to teach our children our languages because we are moving away. We've moved, so many of us have moved away from home. Even back in Cameroon, I bet that there are a ton of kids who do not even speak their mother tongue, whether their fathers or their mothers. So as a result of these many tribes in Cameroon, all these many languages, it's very common to meet families, couples who do not speak the same language, right? There is a little disadvantage there, but again, we are one, we're all Cameroonians, which is the main thing. But I see a little bit of disadvantage when it comes to languages and like what languages the kids grow to speak, even though linguistically, based on my linguistics that I can still remember, man, forget that I still remember all my linguistics. Children have that capacity, they have the capability to learn languages. Please, if you're watching this, can you please send me hearts, at least thumbs up the video, or like just heart the video so that it can get a little bit of attention. If you're watching, please kindly hit the heart button or something. Just again, just because you can, okay, and just because you can be kind. So that's a project that had been in my mind. So upholding the Cameroonian culture or the cultures of our different tribes in Cameroon is something that I hold very close to my heart, and I'm always drawn to these things. So when the Fon of Akum disappeared, right? When the Fon of Akum disappeared a couple of months ago, it was a sad situation, and it took Akum people this long till today to make that decision to crown a new king, right? And of course, for those of you who know me, I am a blue blood, right? I love to say it because I am proud. I'm proud to be a king, to be part of the Akum Palace. I'm a grandchild of the Akum Palace. And that is why, again, things like this, it doesn't mean that because I'm a grandchild, it's going to mean more to me than it means to someone else. But I am just one that is proud of where I come from. I'm proud of my father's compound. I'm proud of my mother's compound, which is a palace, and all of that. I am just that country picking that people ever see. That's just who I am. And so when the king, the predecessor of the current king, passed, disappeared, there was just a lot happening in the village, and finally they decided to say, okay, this is again the new king was picked up and the enthronement had to take place. Preparations have been going on for a long time, and you don't even want to know how much the people of Akum, the small Londoners, have prepared for this. And sometimes when you're planning for things like this, it's important to put it in the hands of the ancestors, pray to God, like, hey, we pray this goes well. And as of now that I'm making this video, I'm doing this live session, which is almost 3 p.m. That's about 9 p.m. in Cameroon. Things have gone well so far. Okay. And so I know that something that confused me as an individual when I heard about this was they say it was a stoning ceremony. So I remember asking the people that are close to me, stoning ceremony. Remember, this is not something that I've lived. I have not experienced this, never. The last time this happened, this event took place in Akum was 66 years ago. And you put known as also baby is not 66 yet, right? Which means that this is the first time. And probably this is why I'm so honored to be a part of this. This is the first time after 66 years that Akum has experienced this event. this ceremony. So it feels so good. It feels so amazing to see to have lived this time, because this is something that we've heard about. Um, it's been spoken about, but we have never experienced it. Hey, big shout out to those of you who are watching. Thank you so much. Um, Mombalingwa, thank you. I appreciate it. Best at you, of course. And Tony, why other women then? So now, good job. I can people live well, Tony. I can people the chop fine. Send me stars. Mom. It's because we eat well, and Akum women are the best cooks, the best chefs. I'm not even done talking, and you sent the stars. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Akum women are the best cooks you encounter in the northwest region of Cameroon. No pun intended, but yes, we are chefs. We're born to be chefs. We know how to cook, and that's why sometimes we just eat all what we eat so much, and some of us can grow out of weight, but a good chop. It's good feeding and a good life. Yeah. So this happened, and with the new king getting this, I was talking about the stoning ceremony. I did not understand what that was, because it's not something that I have lived. It's not something that I've experienced. I asked around, I asked the people close to me, and the whole idea of the stoning ceremony, or what this stoning ceremony means, is that the new king. So in the morning, like today morning, what happened was the people that are in the village, the Akum people, the well wishers that are in the village, they dressed up in leaves, right? So they wore these leafy attires on their bodies, and they gathered around the palace, and they have to wait for the gong to be sound, the talking drum. That talking drum will signify that, hey, it is time for you both to come down into the palace. So people got ready very early, and they are gathered around the palace, not in the palace yet, but then they have to wait for the talking drum, which one gong, right? So they're going to blow, they're going to hit the talking drum. Then people, that's a signal that the villagers, you can come into the palace. It is time for you to come in. And that happened this morning, and the people walked in. I'm going to show you some of a video of what that looked like. Like, this helped take away that concern that as an individual I have always had, like, hey, will civilization, will globalization take away our culture, right? In as much as we want to be part of the global world, we do not want to lose our identity. We do not want to get rid of what makes us who we are, right? I still want to be able to stand and speak and let somebody say, hey, that girl is a Cameroonian girl. And that is why you all know what I've said about my accent, right? My accent is my pride. My accent is my identity. My accent is like my ID card. And because within Cameroon, we all of us probably have the same accent. What makes us not stand out in our own little groups? Because Cameroon is a multilingual country, it is a multicultural country, it is our different cultures, right? The different things that we do culturally. And this is one of the things that most of the Opangemba villages do. This is not I don't think that this is unique to Akum, but it is what most of the Opangemba, at least I can talk to the Opangemba villages. Most of these Opangemba villages do this. So it is just beautiful. Just seeing this today made me realize that our traditions, our culture, these things are not going anywhere. They're here to stay. If in this time we still have this number of people dedicated to the culture of our people, to our traditions, it means that our ancestors are not asleep. Even though people will come out, they might come out here and do all the modern stuff, in the hearts of the people, there is still that hunger, there is still that traditional, that desire for who we are, that tradition, and that is what we saw today in Akum. Okay, let me pull one of the videos up and play it, and let's, oh no, not invite, sorry. Hopefully I'll be able to do this. I tried to prepare for this, and you guys know I don't have an assistant. I wish I could just tell my assistant, pull that up, but that is the goal. Okay, so I can just say, show us this one, and they just go ahead and show us. For now, I am my own I am my own manager. I am my own which one is it? Let me pull one that I know will make. I'm gonna try it first before I share the screen, so I make sure I'm sharing the right video, just so that you can see. Oh, okay. This came up in the form of, okay. Share screen. I hope this works. And excuse me if it doesn't work perfectly. It's something I just decided to do impromptu to be able to share the screen. So let's see. Let me know that you. Yeah, Tony, I need to hire you. I need I need a producer. Yeah. You see that. So these are the people of Akum who have come out. These are the people that the first group that you saw there, those are children from the palace. Those are princes and princesses of Akum. And they're dressed in that leafy attire. So just keep watching. You see, oh, I love how this guy did. He said, Akum, I was there 22/12/2024. And this is history. This is history being made in Akum. Look at that. People had their phones. This is just amazing that they're able to document it. Oh, yo, that is my own uncle. Yo, Yamungu. This is amazing. Check this out. So they have all of these leafy attires worn on their bodies. And this is a sign. Oh, that is my daddy. Look at that chair. That's my daddy. Yes. So what you're watching, this is a preparation. The people have come down to the palace and I'm trying to listen. Yeah. So you see that this is amazing. So this is one of the videos. You see how people are dressed in those attires and all the leafy attires. The idea is, again, when I asked the significance of the leafy attires, I was told that at the end of the morning, so they wear the leafy attires to go mourn the disappearance of the previous king. And at the end of the morning, all of these attires will be put together in a pit and burnt. Right. And that smoke, when they burn it, that is the people of the village, they're saying farewell to the former king, and they are now ready to welcome the new king. So it's just beautiful. When I heard that people were supposed to come to the village in these leafy attires, my first question was, are people going to wear it? Because if you're like me, we see what is happening out here, right? There is that concern, man. And this event, it has people from all over the world. People traveled from all over the world to go back to Akum to make this happen, to be a part of this. And as I said, this is a significant event. The last time this happened was 66 years ago. That's about 1958, if my math is not mathing, but about around that time. But I know that is 66 years ago. So it is such an honor for the people who were able to make it there, who were able to just be a part of it. Man, this morning, my emotions were all over the place. Like, at the same time, I am crying because I wish I was there. I'm crying because, yes, I've lost my grandpa, right? And at the same time, I am crying because there is tears of joy, right? The joy is the fact that I'm so happy that I lived to see this experience, right? I lived to even know that this happened, even though I am not on the ground, but just the fact that I can see it with the footages. I love that they gave permission. At some points, I know that there are some sacred ceremonies that are not recorded, but at least the ones that the videos went out are the ones that they had the permission to share. And that's why we're even able to bring it on and show, because, yeah, we're living in a time where as our kids grow up, they can see some of these things. Because if today we ask, like, hey, how was this same event 66 years ago? We don't have it. So in as much as sometimes we worry that, oh, what is globalization is hurting us, this is a good part of it, where you can actually see these are things that can be documented, and our children's children will grow up to see these things, to experience these things virtually. And so that is why this is special to me. I don't know how other Akum people feel, but yes, this whole thing is so close to my heart. I'm going to pull another. So again, I was talking about the stoning, right? And the whole idea of the stoning ceremony is that the this new king, when they said stoning, I thought that I did not imagine that it's going to be literal, like these Americans call it literally. I don't want to say that, like a literal. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Whoa. American English was spoil my tongue. I did not imagine that it was going to be literal. You get it? But I bet you guys it was, because I saw stones flying in the air when the new king was running away. You could see stones flying in the air. People shot really big stones. So I'm going to pull the next video I have here, which is let me play it and we see it together. I did not preview all the videos, but I can just let's play it and watch it together. Then we'll determine which one it is. But it's just amazing. It is beautiful, and I'm talking about this from. Let me make sure that it is big enough. Maybe I should expand it. I'll check on my phone to see that, to make sure you people can see the video before I press play. I think I'm sharing screen now. There we go. Okay. Let me pull myself to the bottom here so the screen is bigger for you to see better. Come on. Okay, there we go. I'm going to press play. It's just a 45-second long video. But check that out. These are the people. Just keep watching, okay? So that's the king. I don't know if you can see my mouth. That's our new king. With he has the bamboo and the 2 red feathers. Check that out. So this is about where they're getting ready to stone, and he has to run. He has to run, like practical run. The people came out in that attire. I just love that the people wore the attires. Look at that. Ah, look at that. So I don't know if you see the 2 red feathers. Tony, yeah, thank you, Caroline. Thank you. Tony, if you hear me because I come up palace, I'll be palace speaking. That's who I am. I am a blue blood. I'm royalty. And I'm so proud of it. Yeah, so the you see he has the bamboo in his hand with the 2 red feathers. That is the new king. And so around this time, they are walking around because at some point they're going to start the shoot, the stoning. Man, not only shoot, the stoning. And when they start stoning, that is when he runs off. He needs to run for his life. You see, people have like guards over their head to protect, because people are practically throwing stones, like real stones. You know, this is amazing. I just love that we can still experience our culture in this way. I really just enjoy that we can still experience our culture like this, and we can still just live to see these things, right? And the next video I'm going to show you, in that video, he ran for his life. And I was showing my daughter the video just so that she too can have an idea of what is happening. Like, hey, this is what is happening in the village today. And her question was, that big stone, mommy, what if that big stone actually hit his head? Would that not be? But again, as we know, it's tradition, right? But you'll be amazed at how large the stones that people can pick. But again, this really just feels good. I know a couple of years ago, the people of Macondo, the people of Mancon experienced the same thing. And I watched those videos and I was like, yes, our traditions are still intact. A few things might have maybe a little shake here and there, but the people still respect the tradition. The people still understand the value, they still value the tradition. And that to me is gold. It is gold for real. I'm going to pull the next video I have here. And this is in this video, I want to show you how the new king ran. Okay. It's so good to watch. And if in fact, let me just show you. It's a short video, but it's just to show you when they say the stoning ceremony, it's practical, like it's literal. People are stoning, and he runs, he runs, and long live Fon Eugene Ngwashi, the first of Akum. Long live the king of Akum. I'm gonna pull this screen up again just to show you, and let's watch this together. Share screen. Tony, yes, we need to find me a producer. I need a producer. So I just say these things and they pull the screens up. I don't have to be struggling to share screen on my own and do everything on my own. So let's watch this. Has the screen come up yet? I'll check on my phone. Okay. So let's watch this. So see how, so this is, I talk about this, I smile about it because it feels good to have experienced this. Check that out. See, you see, look at that. Look at that. That man ran for his life. He disappeared. Like somebody in my family called him, my family forum called him Usain Bolt. Like he bolted away. Let me play that one more time. It's just amazing that that is the last time he's running like that in his life. That's a after this run, he becomes the strongest man in Akum. He becomes the person that the whole of Akum looks up to. After this run, he carries on his shoulder the people of Akum. The responsibility no small, not at all. The responsibility no small. I said, do we even talk about the fact that our king is really cute? I'm gonna pull one of his pictures. So he's a very cute guy, just like his father was. He's a very cute guy. I'm gonna play this one more time. Okay, look at that. You see, he disappeared from the dictator. This is amazing. Not for the fact that a big, a big man like him has to run, but the fact that you see tradition, we're living these things. To me, that is a power. That's the strongest part of it. The fact that we are living it, we are seeing these things happen. It's just amazing. I think I have one more video here which shows the let me see what this one shows. Oh no, I think I showed you this already. There is another one which shows the princesses and princes, and that was the morning part. I was looking for a video. I was hoping that I could get a video after because this is the morning. What I'm showing you right now, that's part of the morning. And so after the morn, the king that disappeared, now they have to stone this. They stone the new king. Then he comes back as the king. And that is when people go now and they change into their beautiful regalia, like So Babes is looking today, right? I did not have the leafy attires, but at least I participated in the beautiful attire one. And this is how I went to church today. Everybody was like, oh, you look so good. For the people who gave me 1 minute of their time, I had to tell them that the coronation of my new king happened today. And no, So Babes, I show off the things that I'm proud of. So let me go ahead and pull this next screen for you. How many wives? He's allowed to get as many wives as possible, Tony. And that is something that excites me personally. That does excite me. Let me, I'll show you a picture. Cute guy, amazing. Like, this is my king I'm calling cute guy. Whoa. Whoa. Let me pull that up. Let me show you the video of the princesses and princes of Akum as they mourn the disappearance of their father and welcome the new king. Like, the screen hasn't pulled up yet. See that? So these people you see sitting on the floor are the princes. These are the princes of Akum Palace. Then out of this wooden fence, those are people of Akum. Fine. Yeah, look at that. So you see, I know that we're gonna get good images, like good videos. When I see these cameras, I know that we're gonna have something good. Check that out. And the village came out. Yep. So behind there, those are you see the one with the fresh leaves. Let me pause this a bit. Ah, where's my mouse? Okay, I'm gonna pause this a bit and take you back with me. So the women in with the fresh leaves, these are our queen mothers. So these are the current queen mothers in the Akum Palace. So the former king, the king that passed away, these were his wives. Right. So these are his wives. Sometimes it's confusing when you talk about this. The tenses can get you all mixed up. So these are his wives. And all of them here, yes, they are. And you know how, so the way it happens in most traditions in Cameroon is that when a king disappears, the new king inherits, right? The new king is going to inherit his wives and his children, right? So in this group, as you're seeing here, two of these, this is my grandma. The second lady from the left, that is my grandmother. That is, Manginta. If you watch my page, I think I put a video of her up not too long ago. I was having a conversation with her and she was talking about the color of my hair. Now, she had this thick, completely platinum hair, white hair. It's all gone because they are in mourning. So they are the ones who have the fresh leaves on. There is a name for it. That again, I'm talking to people we don't know. So there is a name for it. So as the new king has been enthroned, Tony, to answer your question, he takes over all of this queen mothers, right? So he becomes their husband, and now, in addition to his current wife, and he has traditionally he could get married to as many wives as he decides to get married to. And the reason why this is ideal is because you do not want to kill the tradition of the people, right? Imagine that if he comes in now and he doesn't get married to more wives, we're not going to have no kids in the palace anymore, right? So there is that need for him to get married. I bet that he knows this and his wife knows it too, that, yeah, this is clear pathway to polygamy. Yes. So I don't know exactly how many, but he is allowed to get married to more wives. And now, once more, you hear the cry of babies. For a long time now, the babies in the palace have been grandchildren, like mostly grandkids of the palace. For a while now, they've been mostly grandkids. So once again, Akum is going to start experiencing the birth of new princes and princesses. And I bet you It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So you have them all seated here behind. These are the people seated behind with the dry leaves. Those are princesses, right? And oh, and I did not even notice. Is that my mom? These people, they look the same when they cut their hair. I suspect that that's my mom standing up, but I will not be shocked if it's not her because when they cut their hair, these people look the same, just like me. They all have the same nose, right? That's how strong the blood of the Akum Palace is. Yep, if you look in this picture, one of the unique things you'll see is that the nostrils are all almost the same. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yes, once again, that's my grandma cleaning up her tears. And these are her co-wives, the other queen mothers in the palace, and behind them are the princesses that were able to be at the palace on this day. And all the way to the right there, I had shown you the princess. So I'm gonna play that for you. Yeah, that's my mama. That's my mommy standing up right there. Yeah, and these are the princes. Yep, 66 years. It's not a joke. 66 years after this happened. So yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing to experience. Again, there's no other way I can describe how I feel that this was a part of that this was part of something I lived to experience. And yeah, there's again, as I said earlier on when I started, there's definitely going to be a more like a beautiful documentary of today's events, which once it goes live, I'm so eager to share with you, followers of both my page. If you're watching me from Facebook, please kindly go find Solange Chair on YouTube and subscribe to my channel, because at the moment I am broadcasting in both places. I'm broadcasting both on YouTube and on Facebook. So please kindly help me grow that YouTube channel. I'm still under 1K followers, but 1K subscribers. But again, I know that with time is going to grow. So please kindly find Solange Chair on. So Facebook is You Can Be Anything podcast. YouTube is Solange Chair. It's my name. So kindly find that and follow. Yeah. So again, I wanted the show to come through. I think there's just one more. There is another video that I would have loved to show, and if you give me 1 second, I can pull it up. It's a really beautiful video, but that video is also live on. It's live on Valiche's page. My other brother, he was live on Facebook. So this video, you can go watch his live. It's right there. It's just beautiful. But because I wanted to be here for like 45 minutes, let me pull it up and show you people as well here. I wish I could share. I don't know that. I don't think I can share his live video, but that's fine. I'll just share what I recorded from his video. Okay, send to my MacBook. Oh, Terence Tony, you're hired to be my producer. You're hired. I cannot wait to grow to the extent that I don't have to be the one doing this and doing that. I've paid people to do these things so many times that it's never the same. Sometimes you just have to learn to trust that people do it. I need a live producer. So when I'm live, they can help me manage things. I have other people who do stuff in the background, but I need a live producer. So give me a second while this comes up. And again, let me know. I see Mombalingwa. I know you're from Bali. I don't know which of the Balis you're from, but is this something similar? I don't know the last time you were back home, but is this something you have experienced before? Have you seen something like this before? Or how is it? Have you ever experienced this? Or is this even similar to what the people of Bali would do when they are enthroning a new king? Is it? Where did that video go? Come on, come on. Why are you too far? Mola, Mola Aga. How far, boy? I'm too fine because I'm a prince. I used to say that I was a princess. Then somebody caught me and they say, "You're not a princess. Your mother is the princess." But I'm that kind of kid that grew up saying that I was the princess. But then, oh, give me a second. So I'm that kind of, I'll be right back. I'm that kind of kid that grew up saying that I was a princess. Then I got caught in my lies because, of course, I am not a princess. I, my mom is a princess, not me. So I got caught in my own lies. Give me a second. And that is how I ended up agreeing to the fact that I am not a princess. I am just, I am a grandchild of the palace, but not a princess. It did feel good though when I used to tell people that I'm a princess. It felt good. Give me a sec, I'll be right there. The reason I say I'm a princess is because I wanted so hard. I'm proud of where I come from. Get it? So I don't see that there's anything wrong in saying that I'm a princess because I know that I'm proud of it. I'm proud of where I come from. But my mom is a princess, not me. So the baby and the princess. I am I am the baby princess. Let me call it that way. I'm the baby princess. Yes. So what did oh, the video is here now. Okay. Sorry, it was taking a while for that video to share. Oh, this one is also in mobile form, but that's okay. You'll still be able to see it. You will be able to see it. You're right to call me Akumambansoge. Right? Right, Mama, go to work. Go to work. Right, Mama, go to work. Oh, Mama, I'm just telling Tony that I need a manager because all right, this is 6 now. Then I'm gonna pull my video back up. There we go. Yeah, sorry for that little glitch. That's why I said I needed a manager now. Not this are the joke. I truly need a manager because I have to try to fix when things like this. Yeah, I have to hire Tony. Tony, I'll hire Tony. Yes. Thank you, Mama. Social Babes is beautiful. It's because I'm a princess. So Mumbali says, on a serious note, yes, very similar in Bali, but I think Bali people, their own country, fashion strong, lots of secrecy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Around. Yep. So even what we have seen so far, right, Mumbali, I know that they are not showing everything. It's not everything that gets people are not let into every part of the ceremony. Nope. So there is secrecy. There are things that we again the cameras were not allowed, right? So they have those places where cameras. I'm even very impressed that they let this much recording to take place. I'm truly impressed. I was a little bit worried that, oh, are they going to allow people to record? Are they going to let people like? Truth be told, I was worried about it. Yes, I go plenty. Your pay will stars. I was so concerned about it, but I was so happy when I saw live videos. A lot of people were live. I'm like, yes, this is amazing. But unfortunately, the timing. I want to cover all live videos and not finish. By the time I got out of bed at 7 o'clock, it was already late. It was already coming towards the end of the event in Cameroon. So, but yeah, there's a lot of secrecy, a lot of it. There is, yes, there's a lot of secrecy around, which makes sense, right? They're not to show odds. I think it makes sense for them not to show everything because it's going to take away that that secret. It's going to take away something. Well, yeah. But again, even with the modern days things, I'm happy that they did not. So there is no sacrilege. Let me put it that way. So what they let the people with cameras and phones record will be the things that the people of the village can see. And now with the people of the village seeing it, now they're able to also show it to the rest of the world, right? That's why people like us who did not make it, who could not make it to Akum, that's how people like us, sorry guys, that's how people like us experienced it. Imagine that they did not let these cameras to be put out there. Man like me, I don't foresee me no nothing no. I don't foresee me no nothing. So I'm so happy that they did, but at the same time, I know that there is high level of secrecy. There are very many ceremonies that took place that do not go public or that people have not seen. But then I was happy when I saw a video, a Facebook live video where my other brother was talking to the so after the what could this have been after the coronation? I don't think so. I'll show you. I don't know that this was after the coronation because after the coronation, I bet that there are things that they have to like wear. Some of the traditional regalia that has to be put on him. But let me pull the video for you to see. So Roy Mama need to be one of the wives. Roy Mama, do you want to be a queen mother and I will move you for married? That was a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, let me pull this video up and show you. He's again, this is the Fon of Akum is a fine man. He's a fine king. He is a fine king. He is a fine king. Yeah. By the time I could experience his father, my grandfather, he was already a little bit of age, but he was still a handsome man. So let me pull this screen up and play this video that I did. I enjoyed watching a lot. This video was live on Facebook. So as I said, you can see this video on Valiche's page. He was live on Facebook during this event, and when he walked in, I enjoyed how he acts. He sought permission to like, hey, he sought permission to broadcast these people. So if you're watching this, you might see the font of your tribe. I don't know all the fonts are in this video, but these are fonts of Opangemba, and I think that was amazing. So if you see a font there that you identify, look at if you can see my screen. So with a dress similar to what I have on now, that's His Royal Highness Fon Ngwashi, Fon Eugene Ngwashi, the first of Akum. Right, that's him. That's him seated with the blue, with the regalia that looks close to what I have. Then, when I say close, this part of it, this part of what I have. Then seated to his right, that's another Fon. And I looked at it, I was like, this is a very young Fon. This is a very young Fon. He's a Fon of the Babaju, if I heard that right. He's a Fon of Babaju. He's a very young Fon. That is the Fon. I was like, yes, it's amazing. So let me play the video. And again, he was given permission to record this. And so he's sitting in a special room with other Fons from Opangemba. And you can see Colonel. So these are all fonts seated in here.
You can see all the fonts.
Oh, let me let you listen.
This is the exclusive sanctuary of the fonts, and I am honored to bring this to you on the World Wide Web. There you would have the newly enthroned Fon Eugene Ngwashi I, seated on the royal throne alongside other Fons. It is a privilege
right? And he wakes up and he goes and he shares with them. And as you can see, you can hear from the voiceover, it's a sign that he pays respect to the other fawns who were enthroned before him. So not because he's the youngest, because the fawn seated right next to him there looks a lot younger, right? He's older than him, but he will wake up and pay him the respect because he is the newest fawn that has been enthroned, the newest in the crown. Or newest in the throne. It's just beautiful to watch. Tony, which one is the king of the Fon of Akum? Which of them? Oh, not I don't think that the entire tribe in Akum shaves their hair. I don't think everybody, all the princesses and princes do shave. I don't know the criteria of shaving because I know that some people who are not princesses and princes also shave their hair, but not everybody did. So I don't know the criteria behind that. But you say in Bali, everybody must, yeah? Yeah, I don't know the criteria. I know that a lot of people, if you look at that video where they had the leafy attires, you see that almost everybody they had so either they had bald head, they shaved their hair, or they had a traditional hat or a hair scarf. Nobody had their hair opened. So maybe that is a modification that has been made, or maybe that's how it is. I truly cannot speak to that 100%. I don't mind. Roy Mama Kamari Fon for Akum. Yeah. So I wanted to know which one. Tony, who is the chief of Nkwen, the Fon of Nkwen? Is he on the screen right now? Near the door. Oh, okay. So that's him right here. Okay. His Royal Highness. All right, that's good. So that's the Fon of Nkwen. So which means now in the video I know two of the fawns. So that's the Fon of Nkwen. And the youngest fawn in here, that's the Fon of Babaju. So that's Babaju and this is Nkwen. Okay. So there's like four watch it and see that it's still being upheld this much. I really, really, it wows me and I love it so much. And let me go back and show you people our fine fawn because why not? Why should I not highlight the fact that he's a fine fawn? He's a fine king. See him right there. That's him right there with the fawn of Babaju. Yes, so Akum people have been blessed with yet another fawn, with yet another king, His Excellency Fon Ngwashi, the first of Akum. Yes, so that is why Soso Babes came up today. Oh, let me stop the screen share. There is more to this, but I wanted to just share the little that I had in place already, right? There is definitely more to this event. There is a lot more to come. A lot of people you're going to see a lot of videos, a lot of recordings around this as the days go by. This just happened today. So don't expect to see so much. But as the days go by, man, stay tuned. There are people in this space are going to make some noise because we are proud of our village. We are proud of where we come from. We love our tradition, and yes, we just want to continuously uphold this so that as I talk about it today, someday my daughter or the children that I'm going to bear or the more children that I'm going to bear will sit also and talk about our tradition in the same way, right? So even if someday Soso Babes ends up not getting married to an Akum man, I know that the tradition on my side of Akum still stays safe. And that's why I am so keen on documentation. I am so keen on documenting things like this because sometimes I sit and I wish that I could just, maybe even if it's just an old cassette, right? Go back and watch a cassette, a movie or a documentary of what happened 66 years ago. So we cannot let this slide from our hands as we have been privileged to experience it. It is also our place to document it however we can and talk about it as well. Because I can guarantee you that I have my country people who do not know, I don't know too much. Don't get me wrong. I know some, but I cannot stand here and boast that I know every tradition in my tribe, in my village, but at least I know a little bit and I am curious. I'm very inquisitive. I want to know more. I hunger for more. I ask questions a lot because I want to know, right? And that's me putting you out there too, to go out there. No, Pa Achidi was not from Akum. Achidi actually is not Akum. Pa Achidi is not Akum. It's Professor Chumbo that is Chumba. Is Achidi from Chumba too? I don't know. Or is Achidi from Santa? Maybe he's from Santa, but he's not from Akum. Yeah. So maybe as I do this, as I say things like this, is going to inspire you to ask questions about your own tribe, about your own culture, about your traditions. Because, as I say, if there is one thing we have that it's ours, that not even the Western world can take away from us, it's our culture, it's our language. Those are the things that I keep encouraging our people to hold jealously. Yes, Santa, right? Yeah, we need to hold these things jealously because it's all we have. It's all we have. So yes, if you are not familiar with the traditions of your tribe, again, culture and tradition, sometimes I use this words interchangeably. There is just a very thin, there's a very thin, like a very fine difference between the two. So it's okay. If you're not familiar with the traditions of your tribe, this is also Babes here, dressed in my beautiful regalia, celebrating the coronation of the new Fon of Akum, encouraging you to go out there and ask questions. The things I know today, it's because I was privileged to grow up in the palace, but I don't have a photo. I don't have one of those photo jet, or how do you call it again? Tony, that brain there that is sitting snap and so now it's a photo what memory. I don't have that kind of memory. So I cannot remember all the things that I experienced when I was growing up and spent time with my grandma in the palace in Akum. I cannot remember all of them. And since I cannot remember what happens, I ask questions. I am curious. Sometimes I ask questions and people, they check me, right? Again, people respond to me in a sarcastic way, but I really don't care. Why? Because what I am looking for is to feed my own self. So please ask those questions about your tribe, ask those questions about, talk to the people that you have that are still living, because I just showed you I'm honored to still have my grandma alive. I call her and I record calls with her because I want her voice. I want to have a recording of her voice. I want to have like everything that she can remember about the tradition and how this was. I just want to remember those things. That's my grandma. She's in her mid 90s to late 90s. She's still there. It's an honor. If you have people like that in your life, people, please listen to them, talk to them, poke their brains, ask them questions. And when they say these things, document them. Create a documentary of these things, because you're going to look back at these things someday and say, whoa, what if I did not ask these questions? You get it? So this is one of the best ways that we can continue to uphold our cultures from the different parts of Cameroon. Cameroon is crazy when it comes to culture. The ethnic groups in Cameroon is out of this world. And if you're not careful, you'll find that yours is going to diminish. It's not the job of the Kwifo or the Takambang to hold the culture of a tribe. It is a job of the people. So we have to do our best to learn about these things, talk about them, document them, and also go out there, share the information with our children and our children's children. Some of us are my age mates' grandparents here. Are there any? This has been great, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for showing up. It's been good. Hey, before I even go, hopefully this is going to be one that I'll experience. So as the king has been enthroned, right? When I was growing up, I was still this tiny. That's why I say I don't have the best memory with things like this. Maybe because I used to play a lot, I cannot remember everything. But I do have pictures of when I was still, maybe I was like 5 years old, and we had this ceremony in Akum called Nikwi of Four. So that is also something that is going to happen with a new king in power. That's going to happen at some point, right? The last I can remember that takes place. So that is the big event. So after the coronation, that is the next big event that takes place in the village. God be my helper, give me life. Let me be able to experience this again as an adult. The last time I experienced this, I was this tiny, and apparently that gets celebrated when the current after the king has been enthroned, when he has his first boy child as the king, then the Queen of Four gets celebrated. Again, I'm going to fact check this, but based on my question and my curiosity, that's the information I got. So when the current king gets his first boy child as a king, so this is going to probably take some time. And I think that child needs to hit a certain age or something. But yes, that is how big tradition is. It is complex. So I don't expect everybody to know everything, but at least know some that you can talk about. Okay. So thank you all again for joining. It's been an amazing day. I appreciate your time. Thank you all so much. Thank you. You don't really shed some light on this. Love the traditional outfit. Yes. Thank you. I love my traditional outfit as well. And it looks good on me, right? It's like, check me out. Check me out. I love it. Thank you so much, Mimbali, and thanks for interacting on my show. For those of you who joined, those of you watching in the background and not commenting, I still appreciate you all. I love that you spent a few minutes with me. I appreciate that so much. For those of you who commented, thanks again, my dear Terence Tony. Thank you for my stars and you're my star boy. Remember, we have to hire somebody to be my producer in this whole live show thing. The one the thing hadn't it had not been bong bong. That the reason I'm doing this out of love, out of dedication, because this thing is so complex. I don't like to complicate my life. But again, I appreciate you all so much for always showing up. Cindy Blink Babe, I thank you so much. I appreciate you all. So, and again, I'm sending love from the Roy Mama Show. This is our Sunday fun day slot, which I decided to use to talk about the stoning and the coronation of the new Fon of Akum. So accept love from the Roy Mama Show. She's doing great. Again, she was here for a few minutes and she left, but know that she's doing great. And together we appreciate you all so much for always showing up. We're going to see you before Christmas. We plan to have a show before Christmas. And so if that happens, you're going to see, is that going to be on my platform here or on her platform? So if you're not following my page, follow it already. And as I pleaded earlier on, kindly go onto YouTube and follow Solange Che. This, what you're watching now on Facebook, is also broadcasted on YouTube. So you can watch me in both places whenever I come live like this. Okay. Thanks again and stay blessed, guys. Long live Fon Eugene Ngwashi the second of Akum. Long live the people of Akum. Long live my dear Cameroonians. And also long live my Facebook and YouTube subscribers and followers. I love you all. Bye-bye. Hmm? Life is not ending. Am I still live? if I'm still live, because my computer don't freeze. I don't even know if I'm still live or I'm gone. But if you can still see me live, then my computer is frozen. I have clicked on end live, but let's see if it happens. Wait, let me check on my phone if I'm still live. I'm still live. Oh, wait. Maybe I should just refresh the page. Sorry, guys. I did not realize. I click on end stream and nothing happened. So the live is just going. Happy Sunday and Merry Christmas to you all.